This is the Peter Channel in Norton, Massachusetts. It's 7:55 a.m. Good morning, everybody. It's time now for the morning news of the stories of Wednesday, July 1st, 2026. A good morning, y'all, this lovely Wednesday morning, July 1st, 2026. It's 7:55 a.m. Norton temperature standing at 70 degrees. Here are the nights. It's up to 72. Democratic Socialist Balak Krause defeats 15-term incumbent in Colorado House. The Supreme Court's birthright citizenship hit will enhance the U.S. economy a $7.7 trillion win. Dangerous heat wave to hit U.S. ahead of holiday weekend. Britain's chancellor will have to find extra £4.7 billion for defense, says minister. Los Angeles medical examiner says former child actor David Chase died of AIDS. Houston Rockets agreed a one-year deal with Bogdanovich. Taylor Swift's Bluebird, the said Square Garden winning faces one base of hurdles. Celebrity Platter said. Ward gun shop sees long lines ahead of Rhode Island assault weapons ban. Roger Williams pursued to move elephant hair to sanctuary in Tennessee. Boston Public Schools teacher on leave following restraint of young student. Magnitude 6.0 earthquake strikes in Mexico's Gulf of California, USGS said. Crowd-sized scrap state fair troubles, the promise of American 250 celebration timed. Can a historic World Cup run finally fix America's youth soccer system? As the USA faces Bosnia in World Cup knockouts with prior credentials online. Donald Trump made $1.4 billion of crypto income in 2025. Raising his net worth. Japan's Mr. Yen keeps market guessing on currency intervention. Gold prices fall further after worst quarter in 13 years as interest rate fears hit bullion. Connect to buy Deutsche Bank retail operations. A much delayed landmark plan to boost UK defense came in across the board criticism of being inadequate relied on cuts in other budgets. Seoul Bear begins fifth term with proposed more opportunities for younger people. South Korea's Lee vows to continued efforts to replace inter-Korean armistice with peace regime. Kim Jong-un vows stronger ties with China in a letter to Tsai. President Trump says that the Republican Party will hold a midterm convention and president development ahead of November's midterms. New York women children funded Palestinian Islamic Jihad. Trump disclosure show billions in income after return to White House. Attleboro area companies prepare for more calls. Clientele during heat wave is on a typical summer day. BDL heated in North Attleboro received about 7,500 calls, but with the heated wave, more logistic, the competitions can be more busier. Governor Moore Healy released his recommendations ahead of extreme heat. Borderline State Park in Easton participated in Passport Challenge. Cold centers open as heat wave expected to hit Buckton area. Take a look at stocks that now. Up 136.46 and 19.20. S&P 5 up 15.83 and 74, 99.36, and Nasdaq up 393.58 and 26 to 13.72. And Quincy Council makes $1.7 million in budget cuts. Take a look at sports scene. And World Cup, it's Norway 2, Scandinavia 1, France 3, Sweden nothing, Mexico 2, Ecuador nothing. USA will be taking out Bosnia Herzegovina knockout round of 32 round in San Francisco. In Major League Baseball action, Red Sox fall to the Washington Nationals 8-1. White Sox beat the Baltimore Orioles 9-3. For the Phillies beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 8-0. Texas Rangers 4. Cleveland Guardians 2. Detroit Tigers 9. New York Yankees 3. It's the New York Mets 3. Toronto Blue Jays nothing. It's the Washington Nationals 8. Boston Red Sox 1. St. Louis Cardinals 5. Braves 3. Milwaukee Brewers 7, Cincinnati Reds 2, Tampa Bay Rays 10, Kansas City Royals 4, LA Chicago Cubs 9, San Diego Padres 7, Houston Astros 6, Minnesota Twins 4, Miami Marlins 14, Colorado Rockies 3, Seattle Mariners 8, LA Angels 3, LA Dodgers 9, Athletics 3, Arizona Diamondbacks 8, San Francisco Giants 2. Clippers agree to trade Kawhi to the Rangers. Wizards to shun trade offensive. Davis Sourced. Mexico asks Ecuador first World Cup knockout win in 40 years. LeBron tells Lakers he plans to play elsewhere. Part 2 of Boston Clash like World Cup final versus U.S. men's national team. Marcus Smart, Marcus agreed to a 2-year deal. Blue Jackets Sports gave you a Stars deal and Cavaliers sit down talks while contrasting the Boston Red Sox. Peter Children's time is 8 a.m. and it's time now for Travel Watch on this Wednesday morning. Baby! MBT Hingham Ferry on weekdays, ferry to not stop at Georgetown at 12:28 p.m. or 3:05 p.m. Scheduled to the vessel substitution. Thursday, the 10:35 p.m. stop at Georgetown will operate as scheduled with the 125 stop, will operate but with delays. And looking at the commuter rail, Fall River Line train 1912, 6:35 a.m. from Fall River Deports operating 10 20 minutes bound schedule between Montel Substation to the mechanical issue. Fitchburg Line train 406, 6:15 a.m. from Worcester to operate 5 50 minutes bound schedule between Concord and North Station. Worcester Line train 518, 7:07 a.m. from Worcester's operating 5 15 minutes bound schedule due to mechanical issue. Framingham Line train 1512, 6:35 a.m. from Framingham is operating 5 minutes bound schedule between Wellesley Hills and Substation. Franklin Line train 710, 5:59 a.m. from Fort Park 185 is operating 5 50 minutes bound schedule between Reeville Substation. Main Line train 212, 6:12 a.m. from Mainville is operating 5 50 minutes bound schedule between Andover and North Station. Stoke Line train 917, 7 a.m. from substation operating 5 50 minutes bound schedule between Back Bay Stoughton and Stoke Line train 914, 7:15 a.m. from Stoughton is operating 5 50 minutes bound schedule between Stoughton and Substation. Okay, let's take a look at the highways in Broadway, New England. Start you off in Providence vicinity, where the 610 connector a little bit over between Route 6 and 95 in downtown Providence, 146 south and also between Route 15 and 95 in downtown Providence, 95 south and back between Main Street and Pontiac and downtown Providence, around Route 146, 95 at the northbound side, back between Broad Street all the way down to Route 195. 195 eastbound and back between 95. Washington Bridge, 185. Westbound and back between 148 and East Providence down to the Washington Bridge. Down to 95. Stopping to 95. Looking good from Attleboro to Warwick. Route 138 westbound side. Also Jamestown Bridge. Meadow Bridge to the northbound side. That's a little bit slow. 195. Looking good from Seacon going down to Wareham. 25 eastbound also Route 6 and Bourne. Port Bridge is southbound side. A little bit slow. We got an exit Route 6 westbound just before the Sagamore Bridge. So Sagamore Bridge is backed up above fence. Route 3 7 also before Route 6 at Sagamore. Route 6 eastbound also to south to this. Route 24 is backed up around Route 140 and Taunton. Route 140 and the northbound side. It's backed up read Route 24 and Taunton. 95. A little bit over between 285. And Attleboro went down to Route 485 in the Mansfield area. And then it's left to the Deposit Street at Norwood. 24 is backed up with the Buckner Church between 123 Route 27. Route 3 on the northbound side. Also Route 38 quick kicks to the Hippersfield at the Marshfield Stretch. Route 1 way to the northbound side. It's back to 3, the Breakthrough Split, 7 Expressways. Back to 3, there was a ball fence between Breakthrough Split down to Dorchester, Pike East Spot side. It's back to 3, Waltham all the way down to Newton Quarter, and Hippersfield and the Osprey Tolls. 485, northbound back between Hopkins and Route 9 and Westboro. Pike Westboro also 3, loaded for the South Boston. 7 Tel Slow Count also good. Route 1 slow between Chelsea and Charlestown. 93, 7 also 3, Bedford down to Boston. 1 way to the northbound side, back to 3, PB Stretch, 127 by this back between Linfield and down to Woburn. 93 the northbound side, also the Woburn Stretch, Route 3 backed up at Bedford Stretch. 495, the northbound side, back between Bucksford and Walton. 495, the northbound side is back between the Lowell Stretch and Route 3. South and also Broad Stretch and the Route 3 south is back to the Northfield Worker Stretch. 29 eastbound also are 146 Route 9 in Worcester. And Mass Pike eastbound also the Power Stretch. Route 91 in the Little Bit Mount Tom and Northampton. And Mass Pike eastbound also the Lee Stretch. 291 westbound side, also on Route 5, 91 in Harvard Stretch. 84 eastbound, also Newton, Harvard, Connecticut. 91 is back between Vernon and Cornwall, Connecticut. 84 eastbound, westbound side, also on Newtown, the Denver, Connecticut area. Bear Parkway is back between Turnbull and New Canaan. 95 northbound, also on New Haven and Brentford. 95 south, also between Bridgeport and Greenwich. And Up and over the wing and that ways out. Looking good. Peter Childu's time. 8:04. Time now for water. And it's going to be real hot. So drink plenty of water. Stay in the AC and check up on relatives and neighbors. As no significant change to the forecast. A dangerous prolonged heat humidity Wednesday for Saturday with a maximum afternoon. The heat index with the 112-degree range with little relief and that peak heat Thursday and Friday. And cluster shots at 3 feathers to make parts of the region very late today to the night. There's activity likely weakening between severe weather risk about northwest, but cannot rule out a low risk across West Massachusetts, Connecticut, and West Northwest aloft. May bring a low connect to severe weather Wednesday, Friday. However, limited force of the kit may keep us mainly dry as greatest risk of threats from severe weather percentage to make way until the tremendous day with actual cold front. Dangerous, prolonged heat and humidity Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, but after the heat index is at a 112-degree range with little relief at night. As peak heat Thursday and Friday, as high confidence forecast in dangerous, prolonged heat humidity Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Focus ahead. Headline messages on the peak pets rather try to decide of blowing and truth and thus extreme heat warnings about for the rest of some of the wing and the heat advised to keep continuing this part the heat looks to be the Thursday Friday time frame. Heat index will be rising between 90 and 108 degrees away from the south coast. This works the heat. The humidity will likely be effective in River Valley. High temperatures will likely reach between 90 and 103 away from the south coast. Said that we're very localized sea breezes and heat index will reach dangerous levels of the 1 to 130 degree range and will remain hot and humid, but it will stay as well will remain a few degrees lower than. Thursday, Friday, dangerous heat humidity may continue to be determined by the time of the cold front. Not only will be a dangerous prolonged period of heat, there will be a little relief at night. Low temperatures will only be dropping to the middle 70s in most locations, 75 80 degrees in the centers. In fact, possibly not drop below 80 degrees during the peak of the heat humidity. A cluster of showers and fierce thunderstorms may impact parts of the region very late today and night. Activity likely weakened to the severe weather westbound northwest, but cannot rule out for a low risk across West Massachusetts, Connecticut. The other concern for late today, especially tonight, is a short wave that will be dropping to the southeast and the northwest floor aloft around the developing ring of fire. Effective shear of 30-40 knots is favorable for this activity working in the region, but its ability would be rather marginal, so expect clusters of weakening scattered shots, perhaps a few thunderstorms affect parts of the region as the greatest risk across Western Massachusetts, Connecticut, and overall. Severe weather threat is low given the limited ability of our region, but given the northwest flow aloft a negative more winds cannot rely on a low probability of severe weather in Western Mass, Connecticut, but however, currently think the greatest risk of northwest of the region. Northwest flow aloft maybe regular low connected severe weather Wednesday, Friday, however, limited force that the camp may keep us fairly dry. Greatest risk of the fed so severe weather potential might wait until the rest of the day with actual cold front. Now let's see, humidity will result in high stability across our region Wednesday for Friday. In addition, EML northwest flow aloft the president does have a few thunderstorms that develop. They could become severe even during the overnight morning hours. However, the lock overall, so nothing force it up. With little clap should be keep this risk low. This potential will still need to be watched. This greatest risk for correction and potential some severe weather may wait until MNSA with a cold front and stronger force arrives. Okay, forecast goes like this. Check the showers at thunderstorm day after 10 a.m. Parties at hot about 94 degrees, and the heat response has 101. Southwest about 10 mana, because I 23 mana, just makes 4% at new. Rain is less than 7 inches, about the first over today. Check the showers at thunderstorm day, cast 72 degrees, south about 7 to 10 mana, because I 21 mana, just makes 30%. New rain is less than 7 inches, extra high about possible thunderstorm for Thursday. Slight jet to showers at thunderstorm day for 90, and mostly stayed hot about 99, and low 73 degrees, heat response as 1 to 10 degrees. Southward is about 7 to 9 mana, because I 20 mana, just makes 20% for Friday, sunny hot about 1 and low 72 degrees, what's about 7 to 10 mana, because I 21 mana for United States, sunny hot about 97 low 70 degrees, what's about 3 to 8 mana for Sunday. Check the showers after 2 p.m. Party size coming in at low 6 mana degrees, the common given northeast wind 6 mana, and afternoon just makes 30%. And Monday, shot likely mostly clouds coming in for low 62 degrees, and common given east wind 6 mana, and afternoon just reaches 6%. And for Tuesday, most size coming 84 degrees, we're talking about 3 to 7 mana. Right now, it is 75 degrees in Prescott. And that's going to be it for our border report on this July 1st, 2026 on a Wednesday. Peter J. Wednesday. Have a good morning, guys. Stay safe, be well. Have a good day, and good morning.